David.
This is a story of a man with a very strange fate.
Hey, look. It's like I've grown wings.
The lavatory. On an airplane. Another successful dive. Catching memories called mementos. Allows me to dive into the past. The day little Peggy was killed, I survived. Miraculously, somehow, I survived. In exchange for losing my memory, I gained this power. That has to be a sign of something. The past will surely tell me the truth. Look for D. I can't get a voice out of my head. Who killed her? Just who is D? The only way to silence that voice is to change my fate. Vanishing from an airplane during a flight? That's impossible. There's gotta be something I'm missing. Are you okay?
David.
Little Peggy?
Sir, are you okay? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
My apologies, Olivia. You just look so much like an old girlfriend of mine.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just for a second, I actually thought little Peggy had come back to life.
I have to get back to work.
Sure. No problem, Olivia.
Just one thing, sir. You're surely aware that we carry a passenger list aboard.
Huh. Memorized it, have you?
We don't take kindly to stowaways, if that's what you are.
A stowaway, am I? Well, Miss Olivia Jones. Maybe you're on to me.
Sir, may I help you?
You mentioned a passenger list?
Oh, I'm sure it's just my mistake.
You really do have it memorized?
I thought I did, but I'm still new at this job. It's probably just my mistake. I'm sorry I said anything.
You called me a stowaway, didn't you?
My apologies for that, sir.
What did you mean?
Nothing really. No deep meaning.
Nothing at all?
I must apologize if I have upset you. I didn't mean to. I'm truly very sorry.
Is it true that there's a United States Marshal aboard this flight?
Why would you ask such a thing?
I heard some of the other crew talking. Let's hope she buys that.
I have no idea.
No idea at all? Isn't the passenger list burned into your memory?
Even if I did know, I couldn't tell you. Why would you care to know, may I ask?
Oh, just a passing interest. The courier is gonna vanish, is he? No matter what trick he uses, I'll get to the bottom of this. This emergency door is sealed up tight. Just where does the courier plan on making his escape from? You're a United States Marshal. You're transporting a key witness, but reading a completely different file. Does that just mean you're passionate about your job? Or is there something else going on here?
You. What are you doing here?
Derek Buchanan, United States Marshal. The owner of the memento I used to get here, along with a name that starts with D. Two signs I can't ignore.
I said I'd kill you if I saw you again, didn't I, boy?
It seems we've already met somewhere. Was I offside?
Quit your jabbering. Why do you keep sticking your nose into this case?
I've got a question for you, too. Why do you only investigate cases related to real blood? Antonio Rabbit Zapatero, a dealer of the drug called Real Blood. Apparently, he also has evidence that could lead to the identity of D. If that's true, it makes him the most important person on this flight.
You really have a death wish, don't you?
Yet you might be the one who dies.
How dare you?
You should get out as quickly as you can. I'll keep the fountain pen to remember you by. Snow on the front, cherry blossoms on the back. They change them according to the season?
It isn't totally atrocious, but hardly avant-garde now, is it? I'd expect no less flying coach, of course. Would it have killed them to use a little real stitching? Honestly.
And who might you...
I don't ask for opinions from the uninspired. Suki, baby, what do you think? Dress all the seats white, then crown them with a single pink stag beetle? Oh, yes! Or maybe change all these to black lights, but not too dramatic. Just plain
Does
straight.
your mannequin ever reply?
She's not a mannequin. She's my partner.
She is?
Yes, she is. I'm Duncan, and this is Suki. We're top fashion designers, the both of us.
Duncan. So this guy's also a D.
Some people just don't get it, no matter how many times you tell them.
My bad, I'm sure. Can I ask you something?
I don't need your opinion. After all, I have Suki. The sunglasses in particular are strikingly progressive, don't you think? This is avant-garde. The epitome of my next theme.
The cot that was blocking the aisle has been moved. Now I can expand my search area a little wider. These look like souvenirs from the trip. Hmm?
4,539? 4,540? There's something fishy going on here.
Is there a problem?
The west side window. The sun's setting there, so that's the west. The west side window. The angle of the setting sun, that is the left side in regard to our direction of travel. That window right there. That window made a noise, didn't it? You heard it, right? I have to inform Dr. Johnson. Going to Washington, D.C. by plane. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
She has her name written on everything she owns. She's a D2?
This is so bad. This plane is going down.
It's okay. There's no problem.
Oh, shut your mouth. There were lightning strikes on the flight over. There's most definitely a problem. The window will keep on creaking. Suddenly, it will break. We'll turn like crazy. Lightning will hit us again. A direct hit.
Lightning?
Yes, lightning. It'll blow an engine up this time, that's for sure. And what happens then, Mr. No Problem? This plane won't be flying anymore. You agree with me now, right? This plane is going down.
No. This plane didn't crash.
What? Did it crash? Did it? How the fuck would you know that? Who the hell do you think you
Is
are?
there a problem, madam?
This dumb shit here is fucking with me. I told him the noise the window is making is bad news. I told him.
Well, madam, I'm sure you did. Very
I
well.
just...
Please allow me to
it's
handle this.
Unbelievable.
Well, well. Let me see now. Mr. Young, wasn't it? I have to admit, I didn't expect to ever see you again.
I can't imagine why.
It's outrageous. It's unbelievable. I will not do it. I will not just...
This flight attendant. seems to know me. I have no idea when I met him, however. For me, our first meeting is a past that hasn't happened yet.
You are quite the stubborn mule. The type who won't stay dead even if he gets killed, maybe. Oh, I wonder. If you're going to cause trouble, I may have to eject you from the game.
Trouble? Me? Your watch was about to fall off. It looks expensive, so I didn't think you'd want to lose it. I'm just a polite, helpful passenger. Look, Ref, if you're gonna bench anyone, bench her.
And I heard it. And if you don't listen to me, I don't know what I'll do. Just listen.
Now I've got 3 people with names that start with D. Deborah Anderson, Duncan, Derek Buchanan. To be honest, I still don't know if any one of them is who I'm after. But there's a bag load of room for suspicion. Isn't that right, little Peggy? Snow and cherry blossoms. A seasonal theme, I'm guessing? The Metro M. That's the subway in DC. The Boston MBTA uses a T symbol, so this ticket was used in DC. Nothing looks out of place. Snow and cherry blossoms. A seasonal theme, I'm guessing? There's nothing here.
This is business class. I cannot let you through.
What if I push the point?
You'll find that I push back.
The way into business class has quite the guard dog. Moving a guard dog requires some bait. A disturbance should work. Ah, the luggage is hitting it. That's what's making the window squeak.
Oh my. This is not acceptable. This is... No, I will not. I can't take any more of this. You've heard
Every
it before, you know.
aircraft undergoes more than 100 rigorous checks before...
What? Are you saying these window noises are all in my head? Are you? Dumb fuck! I thought you were a nice gentleman.
Madam,
you think
I
I'm just
assure
some
you I think
complainer?
nothing
Some
of the-
lawsuit seeker? Do you? This is completely unacceptable. Completely unacceptable! Show me your name tag. Show it to me! Employee number D-3582? I've burnt it into my forebrain. Once I'm home, yes, I am going to sue you. I have never been so mad in my life. I'm just practicing what I preach.
As
Why
you
can't
wish,
you understand
madam.
that?
However, perhaps if we
Is there
change your
any
seat
way I can
feel,
talk to your manager?
I'm sure the sound
I've
of windows
been
would not
counting
annoy you in,
each
say,
and every...
business class. The seats are very fluffy, too.
Business? That's, class?
It is, madam. I could show you to your seat.
One where I can't hear the windows.
No nasty window noises in business.
Well,
If you'll just allow me to explain the procedure for your upgrade.
I suppose that could be okay.
What the fuck? In the instant I saw that big man, the scar on my forehead started to throb. It's never happened before. What's going on here?
The whole aircraft is shaking.
Why do you have a mannequin with you?
She is not a mannequin. How many times do I have to tell you? Look, she clearly has a seatbelt on. Oh, Suki, you have the perfect waistline. Oh, and unbelievably smooth skin. A human woman could never hope to achieve such perfection.
Sorry, but it isn't really art that I wanted to talk to you about.
So why are you bothering me? Art is the only thing that Suki and I have any interest in at all.
Are those sunglasses art?
Art that's about to happen, yes. This avant-garde style. I hate to say it, but time is moving fast. The era of retro and military is coming to an end. Finally. This is the cutting edge. This is avant-garde.
So, where can I pick up some of this avant-garde clothing?
All of these are original designs from Suki and myself. That makes them the only two in the world. If you really want to dress in the same avant-garde style as us, I think you'll need to come and study at my personal studio.
So, the era of avant-garde is gonna be a long one, is it?
I can't state that definitively, no. There are no constants in the worlds of art and fashion. That which forms the cutting edge is always being pushed further forward. I met a very shabbily dressed man on the flight to DC. But as a result, I obtained new inspiration. Being able to notice those opportunities is what sets the greats apart. Suki is saying exactly the same thing.
Do you remember the two sitting in the seats at the very back?
Whoever do you mean?
When you came and educated me about the seat covers? The two who were directly behind us.
I'm terribly sorry, but most of the time I only ever see Suki. I have no interest in anyone else, I assure you.
Where do you get the inspiration for your fashion designs? I find it hard to believe you come up with them while sober.
I don't get my inspiration from anywhere. It can arrive most violently, but it won't come to you by just sitting around and waiting. You have to desperately chase it down. Chase and chase like a dog gone wild. Even a mundane creature like you will understand. Eventually.
That's not really what I was asking.
Then you need to make yourself clearer.
I want to know about doping. Like, maybe your inspiration came from the use of certain drugs?
Doping? Drugs? You think I would cheat my way to the top? I don't need drugs. Why would I? I have Suki.
Let me ask you about something else then. Has that giant been on this flight since takeoff?
Giant? What giant? Are you sure you aren't the one doping?
What evil might I find here? There's nothing here. That's one fashionable bear. Not bad for a gift from Washington, D.C. There's nothing here. What are you doing here? This big fella. I've met him before somewhere, but I can't remember where. My scar is desperately trying to tell me that he knows something.
Hey, enough already! How long you planning on keeping me waiting? Get out here now! Fuck! Shit!
Fucking with my fake eye, weren't you? Trying to take it while I was sleeping? Is that your ass or your head? No more messing with this puppy! More lightning? Bad! Real bad! Bolt! I said! You're never, ever, ever gonna get my fake guy! Didn't I, bitch?
Antonio Zapatero!
Ha ha! There you are! You're this young I've been hearing so much about. Not like I'm gonna spill the slop on thee, though. What do you need from me? Hey, papi! Ha 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 ha! So how about you die, fucker? Damn it!
Wait! Antonio Zapatero!
There's no way to stare at Cougar there! If you wanna know about me, go on that fucking investigation!
Hand over your evidence! Whatever it is! I need it!
Are you serious? This is so silly!
Then I'll just have to take it! By force!
Hot beverage?
If you really do know who D is, I'll...
What? If I really know, you'll what? Jong-a-ling-a-ding-dong!
Oh my goodness! Suki!
You'll get over it!
Yeah, things just got serious.
All right, Zapatero. I'm knocking this one out of the park.
No hitting back at the picture!
This is how you use a megaphone. What is the evidence you have? Tell me!
My precious eye went fire! You fucking dumbass!
Maybe, but that doesn't matter. What do you know about D? Tell me!
That really hurt! I'm gonna kill you now!
So hand it over! Hand over? Your evidence!
You give up! You've had enough! Right? Oh, shit! Fuck! No, fuck! Nighty-nighty, youngin'. Now I've gotcha! Can't vanish now, can you?
Don't move! Let him go!
Olivia?
I warned you. We don't take kindly to stowaways. Just... who are you?
Olivia? Rabbit? The courier, he vanished? Courier Rabbit would never hide in here. It's a domestic flight. No large bags. Marshall, are you okay? What's with the attitude? I'm only asking because I was worried. You think nothing happened at all?
I don't need your jabber, boy.
Derek Buchanan. I'm not sure why, but he seems determined to ignore me. You've got quite a young wife. Is there a big age gap between you? You're giving courage to men all across our fair nation. If a stony-faced gorilla like you can marry such a young, beautiful creature, there's hope for all of us yet, isn't there? But that's a surprise. You're the last person I'd expect to be carrying a picture of your family.
Listen up. I don't know who you are. But if you want to keep sucking down air, never talk to me again. A man is far more than just his looks. My wife understood that well.
Marshal Buchanan doesn't know who I am? There's something very odd going on here. But just what is it?
Go, Boston, go!
Nothing says Boston quite like this. There must be a baseball fan on board. It's for Boston versus New York. Pretty good seats, too. Of course, it's been used. Things don't come that easy. There's no one hiding in here. Where'd the courier go to? There's nothing here.
Oh, my Cherie, I know. You must have been so scared. How is my Suki? Okay? There'll be champagne as soon as we arrive in D.C. Ooh, I think some Chardonnay might be nice.
Didn't your mannequin just break?
Hey! Excuse me! She's Suki, not a mannequin! Therefore, she most certainly cannot ever just break. Do you intend to make an enemy of the entire fashion industry?
No. That mannequin got totally wrecked.
Tut-tut! Say another word, mister, and I shall unleash my anger!
Okay, you win. Forget I even asked about your mannequin. My bad. No more about Suki.
That's right. She's not a mannequin. We can forget this ever happened. Of course, us being top fashion designers, we're never going to remember you anyway. Your choices in fashion, so terrible. How can one walk outside wearing that?
When did you become a military maniac?
This is fashion, you heathen. Retro and military, it's called. Both Suki and I are completely anti-war, of course.
Okay. But what I really wanted to know was, when did you change your
Progress cannot be stopped. When we changed is not what is important. Rather, the question should be, when can we change? Indeed, just look. The fashion we have on right now is already headed toward obscurity. It's imminent, like fluttering petals. At any moment, new inspiration is going to just explode into my brain. Like, who? Arv and Von.
Avant-garde! Eureka!
Yes. Your exclamation just lifted the fog from my brain in a flash. Now, say it with me. Avant-garde! This will be my next theme.
Your mannequin... is Suki really okay?
You're so persistent. Look at her smooth, perfect body. She doesn't have a mark on her. Sue. Oh, you're so good. Oh, my Suki. Suki, you are just too lovely. If I were to lose you, I doubt I could go on living.
This does look like the real Suki. So just what's going on here?
Oh, no, no. I can't take it anymore. My hands and feet are cramping up.
What are you doing that for?
You there. Perfect timing. I can't take it anymore.
Take what? What is Deborah talking about?
That lightning strike electrified the floor and handrails. So I'm doing my best not to touch them. But I can't take it anymore. My arms, legs, neck, back, everything is screaming in pain.
I need to try and calm it down.
Lightning striking an airplane. Crazy, huh? Do you think this plane is okay?
First, squeaking windows, and now seats and floors are electrified? I'm almost impressed by your capacity to worry about the mundane.
Hold it! What was that? About the windows?
They were squeaking, right?
Squeaking! The windows! You're saying the windows on this bucket squeak? What? You're pulling my leg. If the windows were really squeaking, why, we'd all be dead by now. That lightning strike would have come in through the cracked window. We'd have smashed into the sea, its surface harder than concrete. It's like Dr. Johnson always says. Fall from an airplane, and you'll die. So just keep your fear-mongering to yourself.
There certainly doesn't seem to be any counting in her notes. What's going on here, then?
You also take notes on suspicious people, right?
That's right. There's you, of course, and I've got notes on that guy with the mannequin. Oh, I've got his number. He's one of them object sexuals.
I'll have to take your word for that.
It's a term applied to individuals who fall in love with inanimate objects. Come on, you've heard of it. A type of paraphilia. It's like Dr. Johnson always says, love has no boundaries.
What about the guy with the scar on his forehead? Stony face? In business class?
Oh, yes. Workaholic. Textbook. He's got it bad, too. He's either using his work to run away from something, or work itself is his reason for living.
Reason for living.
It's like Dr. Johnson always says, it doesn't matter what it is, just find a reason to live.
There's nothing here. The door looks fine. The front is a cherry blossom pattern, and snow is on the back. When did that change over? The cherry blossoms and snow are switched, no mistake. So what does that mean? The cherry blossoms and snow are switched, no mistake. So what does that mean? There's nothing here. The cherry blossoms and snow. There's nothing here. It's like I'm not even here.
Oh dear. Control will be an issue if I can't find it. Sir, can I help you with anything?
Where's Olivia?
Excuse me, sir. Exactly which Miss Olivia are you searching for?
Olivia Jones. She's a member of the crew, just like you are.
I'm very sorry, sir, but she isn't aboard this flight.
Come on. Did that lightning strike you too? She was right here a moment ago. In any case, you need to contact Logan Airport immediately. Tell them we have an emergency up here. Also, get the BPD to send some cops to the airport. Detective Forrest Kazin in particular. Give him my name and you'll have no problems.
Well, excuse me, sir. Are you hoping to use this confusion for something nefarious? If so, I'll have to stop you. Ugh, damn
Next
it.
time, I'll break more than you watch.
My most humble apologies, Mr. David Young. This incident has us all a little riled up, I'm sure.
Huh?
I'll make the call about the suspicious person immediately. To our destination, Ronald Reagan International Airport. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
What a beautiful sunset. It reminds me of the day I proposed. Little Peggy. I'll find who killed you. I will.
Is something the matter, Mr. Young?
Tell me, where did she go?
Like I said, sir, she's not aboard this flight.
That's impossible. I talked to her.
And what, sir?
Olivia had a gun.
A gun? Please, don't even suggest such a thing.
She pointed a gun at me. Are you saying I was seeing things?
I think you must have. Maybe it was a pepper shaker. Even if she was on board this flight, there is absolutely no way she would be able to get a gun on board as well.
It was a Glock 26.
I'm very sorry, sir. Perhaps the shock of the lightning has caused you to be confused.
Whatever the case, I have to talk to her again.
Then you'll just need to keep on flying with us. If you get lucky, you'll end up on a flight with her. Eventually.
That's not really what I meant. Do the emergency doors work while in flight?
It's possible to manually switch over to door mode, but just touching the controls to do so causes an alarm to sound in the cockpit. You would be better off not to get any silly ideas, sir.
What if that alarm was broken? Deactivated?
What are you planning?
I'm just trying to figure out the method of escape used by Olivia and the Vanishing Man.
method of escape, is it?
How many emergency exits are there?
How much do you know about the federal aviation regulations? They are the safety regulations as set by the Federal Aviation Administration. In accordance with them, a commercial aircraft must have enough emergency exits that all passengers can exit the aircraft within 90 seconds while only using half of them. That is what the rules state. We call it the 90-second rule.
So, how many emergency exits are there?
Mathematics are clearly not your strong suit. With crew, this aircraft can carry almost 140 people. Let's say 30 people can escape from one exit in 90 seconds. That would be one person every 3 seconds. Dividing 140 by 30 therefore indicates that at least 4.6 exits would be needed. Now, twice that are required by the regulations, which means the required number of exits is 9 or more. That means even you and your lack of math skills have a chance to escape, sir.
Could you escape by opening the windows in the cockpit?
The cockpit windows do not open. You aren't as smart as you look, Mr. Young. Indeed, the construction of the seat and cockpit windows is very different. While the seat windows are 3 layers of polycarbonate resin, the cockpit windows are 5 layers of reinforced glass and polycarbonate resin. Seat windows are 14 millimeters thick, but the ones in the cockpit are 45 millimeters. Passenger windows are designed to withstand external pressure, but the cockpit windows have to be able to withstand collisions with birds. Open windows like that, sir, please.
When did you move to this seat?
When indeed, young Mr. Young. So funny you would ask.
What does that mean?
If time changes, so too does place. Time is of the essence. You, of all people, should understand. If time changes, so too does place. Time is of the essence.
That lightning strike. How did you know about it before it even happened? Don't tell me you can control lightning strikes.
Your ability to look is not bad, but you need to be able to observe a little more carefully. What did you observe?
The engine isn't damaged.
You have good observational skills. You already know the answer. Am I correct?
I've collected all the puzzle pieces.
The west side window.
There'll be champagne as soon as we arrive in DC.
I'm very sorry, sir.
I don't know who you are.
That's it. This piece of the past has been solved. Marshall, are you really sentimental enough to hold on to a pen that can't even write? Unexpected. Most unexpected. You seem quite different from the man I first imagined you to be. But that doesn't mean you're totally free from suspicion.
I told you
The same trick won't work twice.
Damn it!
Although it's still the first time for you. The Fenway Park ticket was a used ticket.
What?
The seat cover pattern is cherry blossom and snow.
What are you rambling about?
The destination is in the other direction. The sun can be seen from the windows on the right side. In other words, the aircraft is flying south.
Explain yourself clearly!
I am David Young, a private detective who also collaborates with the BPD. Now you, Derek Buchanan, I consider you suspicious. If you are the one I'm after, you're gonna remain heavily involved in my investigation from now on. So let me give you this warning. I'll do whatever it takes to achieve my goal. I'll never give up. Even if it means I have to get in your way. So be ready for that. Oh, one other thing. Something I probably ought to mention. According to the BPD files, you get killed while transporting the courier known as Rabbit.
Oh, God. What the hell? I'm going to be killed?
Antonio Zapatero and Olivia Jones. They vanished right in front of my eyes. Literally, vanished. They didn't vanish at all. They were never on this flight. This isn't the AG Flight 117 of Boston. It's a different aircraft, heading for Washington. In other words, they didn't vanish. I moved. Must have happened at that moment. I used the broken fountain pen to come further back in time. I don't feel anything from either one anymore.
David, why do you shave your beard every day? It was just starting to grow out. Such a waste.
Little Peggy, what should I do?
Damn it!